Hi everyone, welcome to my decal video. I'll be using some great neon polishes for this. All of the items will be listed in the description box below, so we're just going to jump right into it. I'm using this PUEEN Theme Park Marble Paradise plate. You'll see it has a lot of water marble type designs on it, and I'll be using the one right on the end here. It looks like a swirly bullseye. I've chosen neon polishes for this because they really pop against the white. So you will put white polish on your nails. I have a 2-coater on here. It's opaque in 2 coats. And now we're ready to stamp. I've already done my cuticle work and everything. I'm just showing you the direction that you'll be swiping your polish off. This is my MoYou London Squishy Marshmallow Stamper. I make all my decals on this. It's excellent for picking up the polish. So I'm just going to put my polishes on in the order that I want them to be. Try to remember to do your order the same way each time so your decals are consistent. I'm going to try not to talk too much during this video and just let you guys watch the process. It's a beautiful pickup. The plate is really detailed. It's gorgeous. I love it. So what I'm going to do now is just use a Sally Hansen top and base coat all in one to put onto my design to form the decal. So I'm going to brush the polish on in one direction, and then I brush it on in the opposite direction. This is double duty. This is excellent. This makes wonderful decals. I really like using this because it doesn't dry fast. It's not a fast drying top coat, but it does give the decal a lot of body. I think that it makes a great decal that is durable, yet still flexible once it dries. It's really nice. You just want to go a little bit past your design so that you have something to work with. You will trim those edges once it dries, but you want to have enough surface so that you can lift the decal from the stamper. Now for the rest of the decals that I'll be making, I'm going to use my Uber Chic silicone mat, and you'll see me, I'm going to speed through this process a bit. Again, just applying the top coat first, and then I'll stamp on top of that. So I'm going to put it on in one direction and then go over it for a second coat in the opposite direction. Now I let this dry completely, so I'm just going to put this aside in a minute and let it dry. Now we're going to go to the decal that's on the stamper. It's dried completely. It's dried to the touch, doesn't feel tacky at all. I'm going to use my tweezers and just push around the decal to loosen it from the stamper. This is why I have the pock marks in it from making several decals on it. It's a great stamper. I'm going to have to get another head though. Once you have that loosened, grab the edge and gently peel it off. It's beautiful. So clean. Beautiful design. I love it. Not disappointed at all. Now I'm just going to trim it down to size. Some of the edges can be a little brittle. Decal making, I find, is a little bit of an art. I really struggled with making decals when I first started, and there are some great YouTubers on YouTube that just do miraculous decal work. They make it look like it's the easiest thing in the world. I know one for me was Manisha M. I started watching her videos, and she would make decals like, you know, you make tea or coffee. She just made it look so easy. And it is, but it does take time. So I'll link one of her videos below for making decals. She's excellent. You guys should check her out. I'm always shouting her out in my videos, but you know, I learned so much from her. I hope that I can pass it on to you guys. Once you have your decal down, now this one stuck to my nail without any additional top coat, and sometimes that will happen. So just press it into position and then trim the edges. Once you have it trimmed up, you're just going to do some cleanup of the decal with an angled brush and some acetone or fingernail polish remover. And what you're basically doing is dissolving the decal away, and you just clean off the excess. I like to trim it a lot toward the edge of the nail so that I don't have a lot of bulk under the nail. Once I turn the decal under and fold it over the edge of my nail, it just feels bulky to me sometimes. So you'll want to do a really good job. Take your time. This is sped up for you guys, so you don't have to sit there and watch me labor over cleaning, but do take your time to clean it and make sure that it is secured under the edge of your nail. Beautiful. So those two I made on the stamper, and the rest I did on the mat. So here I am, just stamping again, just like you would on your nail if you were going to stamp it, but on the mat, on the top coat. Now this one tricked me, because when I went to stamp it, the top coat came up with the stamper. So I didn't do it on camera because I was afraid it wouldn't work. So I just took it and I stamped it on my nail. I just put it right on my nail, and it stayed. So it surprised me. That surprised even me. I didn't think it would do that. So that's another way that you can stamp. Just put your decal, stamp it on your stamper, put the top coat on it. I guess you can let it dry a little bit, and then just put it right directly on your nail. Came out great. You're just going to do your trim work and then your cleanup. Again, you really want to secure it around the edge of your nail. And we just peel the rest of them off. I want to speed this up a little bit too for you guys. So you just fold over your mat a bit to release the edge, and then just carefully peel it off with your tweezers. Now for this one, it didn't want to adhere, so you will see me use a little bit of top coat. And for this, I did use a fast drying top coat, thin layer. Now I just have to make one more decal, and it's not because the decal tore or anything like that. So I'm just going to review with you again how to apply the polish to the plate and scrape it. I had to repeat the decal because I stamped it not centered, so the colors weren't where I wanted them to be on that decal, so I just had to make another one. Try to get it a little more centered on my top coat. This is how you clean up your stamper. Just use a little cellophane tape, or you can use a lint roller. And here's the finished product. What do you think? I love it. I think it's beautiful. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. It really made me look like I know what I'm doing. So to finish off, I used a quick drying shiny top coat, and I think this would have been beautiful in a matte as well. Because it is a regular polish, you can just polish your matte top coat right over it. You should have no problems with it. If this were a stamping polish, I would recommend putting a fast drying top coat first, and once that's completely dry, then you would apply your matte top coat on top of the shiny top coat, because sometimes that matte top coat will cause your polish to smear, and that's a lot of work to do, to have it smear at the end. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and please leave me a comment. I love to read them. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much.